Hey guys, Tony here, and I'm going to do a quick demo for how to use the Google Business tool within SerpAttack. Now this is really quick and easy to do. There's nothing complicated here. All we have to do is we come to the web application and we create a new project, and here we can choose from the project type. Okay, and we're going to choose Google Business from the drop down in here. And here we can put in our keywords. Now the keyword I'm going to put in is the same keywords as I have inside my Google Business listing, okay? And all I need to do here in the Google Business title is put in the business name, okay? So I'll put in here KISS Internet Marketing, and I'll give it a project name. I'll call it KISS Local Test, okay? And here we can choose how many views. Now I'm not going to do too many views here, I just want to show you how it works, okay? Now we can come to the options. You can see here we've got two tabs at the top. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that when the software is clicking through from the Google Business profile to the local website or to my website, I'm going to make it do 2 minutes on average for the total time spent on the site, okay? And for the number of pages, you can put as many as you like. You can put 6 pages, 8 pages, and it will browse and it will mimic human behavior. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to put this just to 1 page, okay? So I'm just going to leave that at 1 page, and that's going to spend 2 minutes on the page. Now, in a normal campaign, I would probably do some drip feed with this, because what you want to do is to not have too many views all at one time. You want to spread it over time. If I click on the drip feed here, you can see we can spread it between 30 days. You can put it as many days as you want, okay? But I'm not going to do the drip feed for this one. You can put a time delay in between the views as well, and you can have some other options in here. One thing I will do here is just enable the web browser so you can see this in action. Okay, normally I keep it minimized, I have that unchecked, but for the purpose of demonstration on this video, I'm going to keep it visible for now. So I've created the campaign. Now what I can do is I can click on the actions and click on view. Now when I click on view up here, you can see that I've got over here to share to group. Okay, I can put this into a group. So I'm going to choose the Google Business group, and I'll click on save, and that gets added in there. And plus I'll put it into one more group. I'll put it into the daily campaign group just to make sure we're getting views, because there's more users in there at the moment. Okay, so everything is set up. You can see the project. I can pause it or I can keep it there. Now what I need to do now is I need to put on the desktop tool. And the desktop tool is going to use crowdsourcing. So anybody in these groups is going to start to watch my project, okay? Anybody in these groups who are active will start to do the views on their desktop tool for your project, and you will do vice versa for them, okay? So I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to start up the desktop tool, and I'll show you around the desktop tool very quickly, and you'll be able to see this actually in action. It will open up in the browser and it will start to do the view. Okay, so now you can see my test project has appeared in here, and you can see we have the browser here, so we can open this up and watch the browser. Now what's actually happening here is it's going to start off on this page. It's going to click through to Google. It's going to do the search on Google, and when it finds the listing, it's going to click through on the Google Business Profile listing. And once it has done that and browsed around a little bit, it's going to look at the images, and it's going to look at the directions, and then it's going to come back to the sort of main Google profile main page, and then it's going to click through to the business website that you have listed on that page, okay? And from there it will do those settings that we just did for the amount of time spent on the site, for the average time spent on each page, and for the number of pages that you have told it to do. Okay, so you can see it's doing the search, it's doing a search and click. This is a ranking factor, okay, to get that click through. But even more important than the click through is the time that gets spent on the site. Okay, it's really important that time gets spent on the site. Okay, so it's looking for the business, and I think we were on page 3 here, and I haven't been doing much offline marketing at all, so I'm not really optimized. So what we're doing here is going into page 3 to find my listing, and now you can see it's going to start browsing around. And this is a listing I actually did for a software that we created a while back, so it's never been maintained, but it's good enough to show you how this works. So it's going to browse the images, it will browse the directions, and if you've got local IPs, then we can add that you can put in some addresses from nearby that you can get directions, but only if you're using local IPs for your region would I advise to do that. This is a tool we used to have there. So it's coming back into the main page. Now the next thing it's going to do is it's going to click on the website here, okay, and it's going to click and do that browser settings that we set up, and that's it. That's really that simple. It's really that easy. And you will find as well in the funnel after this offer there are some other tools that we're doing with search and click, with CTR, and even bulk direct to enhance the local SEO stuff. So make sure you keep an eye, you look out for those other tools. We've got some very innovative tools that we have just created for the purpose of doing the local SEO stuff. Now let's click through to the website, and it's going to spend 2 minutes on there on just the one page as I've directed. So that's it. It's that simple. It's that easy to use. Nothing difficult about this at all. Okay. I will do some other training inside the member area, some best practices, some webinars, etc. But for the demo, you've seen how easy that is. It's less than 1 minute to set up.